In 1957, America was in the golden age of automobiles, a time when cars weren't just transportation, but expressions of style, ambition, and national pride. In the fierce rivalry with Chevrolet, Ford unleashed a name that would unexpectedly turn the tables: the 1957 Fairlane. It wasn't the flashy Cadillac or the ever-glamorous Bear that took the spotlight. It was the Fairlane that helped Ford outsell Chevrolet for the first time in years. But this car wasn't just a sales success. It was a design icon with its two-tone bodywork, a mechanical marvel with the retractable Skyliner roof, and a true pioneer of multiple American automotive trends. In today's video, we're diving into 10 shocking facts about the Ford Fairlane, a forgotten icon that's finally reclaiming its rightful place in car history. Number 1. When Ford outsold Chevrolet. In 1957, a seismic shift rocked the American auto industry. For the first time since 1935, Ford outsold Chevrolet. And the car behind that success, none other than the Fairlane. For years, Chevrolet dominated the market with its beloved Bear. But behind the scenes, Ford had been planning a bold counterattack. The Fairlane arrived as a direct strike, featuring modern styling, powerful engine options, and most importantly, a wide array of body styles. The Fairlane offered more than 12 configurations: 2-door and 4-door sedans, hardtops, convertibles, wagons, and even the pickup-based Ranchero. With an affordable starting price, the Fairlane appealed to everyone from homemakers to engineers, from family drivers to speed-hungry youth. It wasn't just good-looking, it was powerful too, with engine options up to 312 horsepower. The interior was stylish, color options were plentiful, and features like the retractable roof and two-tone paint set it apart from the crowd. The result: Ford sold over 1.67 million vehicles in 1957, with the Fairlane accounting for a significant portion. Chevrolet fell to second place for the first time in more than 2 decades. Number 2. Skyliner. Among the most striking versions of the Fairlane, nothing stands out more than the Skyliner retractable. The world's first production car with a fully automatic retractable hardtop roof. At the time, it was a mechanical marvel that left engineers stunned. Ford poured millions of dollars and over a decade of development into this system. With the push of a button, 10 electric motors, 7 relays, 4 limit switches, and over 600 mechanical components worked in harmony to lift, fold, and stow the steel roof into the rear compartment. The entire process took around 40 to 50 seconds and was completely automatic. Yes, the Skyliner was heavy, reducing trunk space and affecting performance, but in return, it offered a convertible experience like no other. Not a flimsy soft top, but a sturdy, quiet, and weatherproof hardtop. This wasn't just a gimmick, it was a bold declaration of innovation. In an era when most automakers chased tail fins and chrome, Ford took a different path, impressing the world through engineering brilliance. Though the system lasted only a few years due to high costs, it remains a testament to Ford's ambition. Number 3. Subtle tail fin styling in an era of outrageous fins. Instead of chasing flashy trends, the Fairlane featured modest rear fins that blended seamlessly into the body. The tail was gently swept upward, with small round or elliptical tail lights that looked modern without being overwhelming. A defining feature was the chrome spear that stretched from the tail lights to the front fenders, creating a visual line that made the car look longer, lower, and sleeker. A brilliant optical trick. More than just eye-catching, this design had aerodynamic benefits. Unlike towering fins that added drag, Fairlane's design reduced air resistance while still capturing the futuristic look buyers craved. It struck a balance between style and functionality, something many competitors ignored. Because of this tasteful approach, the Fairlane has aged gracefully. While some cars from the era now look exaggerated or even comical, the Fairlane remains timelessly elegant. Number 4. Experimental dual headlights. The Ford Fairlane was one of the few models to experiment with dual headlights, offering them on select versions for states where they were legal. Other trims retained the traditional single headlamp layout. This made the Fairlane a fascinating snapshot of a transitional era in car design. More than just doubling the lights, dual headlamps offered broader, more even illumination and added visual appeal, especially when paired with the Fairlane's wide grille and low front fascia. The result was a more aggressive modern face that stood out even at night. Although Ford officially rolled out dual headlights across the board in 1958, it was the Fairlane that tested the waters first, signaling a bold willingness to embrace the future. Number 5. Engine options up to 312 horsepower. Though widely known as the ideal family car, the Ford Fairlane was far from tame. In fact, it offered an impressive range of engine options, including a 312 horsepower V8, borrowed from the Thunderbird line, transforming the Fairlane from a daily cruiser into a genuine speed machine. Ford provided 7 engine choices that year, ranging from a 223 cubic and inline-6 to V8s in 272, 292, and 312 cubic in. The top-tier 312 Thunderbird Special featured a 4-barrel carburetor and a higher compression ratio, delivering thrilling performance. This 312 V8 wasn't just powerful. It had a commanding sound and serious road presence. Paired with either a 3-speed manual or 4 automatic transmission, the Fairlane could surge forward with confidence, rivaling some sports cars of its time. What made it stand out was Ford's flexibility. Buyers weren't forced into performance. They had choices from economical cruising to full-throttle excitement. It was a car tailored to every kind of driver. Number 6. Aircraft-inspired cockpit, featuring the unforgettable Volcano steering wheel. As soon as you stepped inside, the layout made an impression. The instrument cluster wrapped around the driver in a curved formation, and the controls were arranged like airplane toggles. Everything within easy reach, designed to enhance the feeling of piloting a machine, not just driving a car. The most striking detail, the Volcano steering wheel. Its raised central hub formed an inverted cone that gave a strong 3D effect, while also serving a safety function. It helped minimize chest impact in the event of a collision. It was a design that was both futuristic and ahead of its time in terms of safety thinking. The Fairlane's interior also featured tasteful chrome accents, a column-mounted shifter, and an optional radio with alert lights, enhancing the sense of modernity and innovation. Number 7. The first pickup built on a sedan platform. The Ford Ranchero, the first pickup ever built on a sedan platform, specifically from the Fairlane wagon. Before that, pickups were based on truck chassis, rugged but rough with little regard for driver comfort. The Ranchero changed that. It inherited the smooth ride, plush interior, and elegant styling of the Fairlane, while offering a functional cargo bed for hauling goods. It was the first vehicle to ask, why choose between work and style when you can have both? Thanks to its unibody design, the Ranchero drove like a true sedan, comfortable and stable. Yet, it could still carry the kind of loads needed by small businesses or active households. This bold combination created an entirely new category, the stylish utility pickup, paving the way for the Chevrolet El Camino a few years later and influencing car design for decades. Number 8. Dash optional warning radio. Today, we take touchscreen displays, GPS navigation, weather alerts, and Bluetooth connectivity for granted. But back in 1957, the Ford Fairlane quietly hinted at the future of in-car infotainment through one small but innovative feature, a radio with built-in signal warning lights. This special option allowed drivers to preset certain local AM radio stations. When entering an area with a matching signal, a dashboard light would illuminate, prompting the driver to switch stations without constantly scanning through frequencies. It was a simple convenience, but in 1957, it was practically futuristic. Beyond saving time, this system reflected Ford's forward-thinking vision, prioritizing the driver's experience and transforming the car into a living space, not just a machine. In many ways, this was a foundational step toward the infotainment revolution, where entertainment, information, and technology would converge inside the cockpit. Number 9. A car for every household. One of the biggest reasons behind the Fairlane's success was its broad appeal across every demographic. Unlike ultra-expensive luxury cars or bland economy sedans, the Fairlane had a version for almost everyone, from homemakers to businessmen, from young singles to large families. Ford divided the Fairlane lineup into several trims: Custom 300, Fairlane, and Fairlane 500. Each came with multiple body style options, including sedans, hardtops, convertibles, and station wagons with a shared chassis. Buyers could go from a budget-friendly model to a high-end convertible, all within the same family. This created something special. You could own the same car as your neighbor, yet have it feel completely unique through choices in paint, interior, engine, and styling. Ford also offered unmatched flexibility in features, from a simple two-spoke steering wheel to radios with alert lights, from cloth seats to premium vinyl upholstery. It was a car line that customers could truly shape to fit their personal needs. Number 10. The peak of two-tone styling. By the mid-1950s, the American car market had entered a visual revolution. Consumers didn't just want cars that performed well. They wanted machines that looked stunning, that turned heads on Main Street and made a statement in their driveway. And the Ford Fairlane was one of the first to truly understand that demand. The Fairlane wasn't just a car, it was a fashion statement. Its two-tone paint scheme was bold, elegant, and perfectly complemented by a sweeping chrome side trim that visually elongated the car, making it appear lower, longer, and more luxurious. It was a clever optical illusion, one that competitors quickly copied in the following years. That chrome spear down the side didn't just separate colors. It gave the Fairlane its identity. Unlike the exaggerated fins of Cadillac or the conservative lines of Chevrolet, the Fairlane struck a balance between elegance and modern flair. What made it even more remarkable was Ford's decision to offer a wide variety of two-tone combinations, giving customers a level of personalization far ahead of its time. In an era when a car was a reflection of one's personality, the Fairlane stood out as the perfect choice for style-conscious yet practical buyers. The Ford Fairlane wasn't just a car. It was a symbol of bold design, pioneering engineering, and the perfect blend of aesthetics, practicality, and innovation. During a golden era of American motoring, while many rivals played it safe, the Fairlane dared to try what others wouldn't. From a retractable hardtop and dual headlights to radio warning systems, two-tone paint, and even a sedan-based pickup. More than 65 years later, this car still turns heads, not just for its sales numbers, but for the fearless spirit it embodied. If you've ever seen a 1957 Fairlane in real life, or even owned one, share your story in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos about the cars that once shaped history.